is the fact that they're not doing their bit to prevent the community from burning, from, having, so the danger of, not being able to protect small townships. And we're likened to probably places like Marysville, where we're not sure whether the modelling would be the same or similar. How did they withstand the fire, and why did some houses burn and others didn't? So we sort of want to know more about that sort of aspect of our community as well.
Just because I'll forget otherwise.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about your position within councils at the moment and the fact you're right on the edge? As in which council you sit in and where the boundaries are?
Yeah, so we're in the Golden Plain Shire Council. So we're something like 35 kilometres from the CBD of Ballarat, which is a Ballarat City Council. So we are managed by council, Crown Land. Some of the Crown Land is managed by council, and some of the land is managed by DELWP. So, and some of the land that you see, the pine plantations, is Hancock Plantations. So that gives you a bit of background. Hancock Plantations actually originally was government, was owned by the government. It was sold in about 1996, I think, and it was to a private company, which was Hancock's. And what I understand, or don't understand, is why there wasn't any conditions on the sale of the pine plantations. So if it was still seeding pines, which you'll see a lot of, into the natural environment, how do they manage and control that? How do they manage the bushfire risk between the partnerships between DELWP, council, and private landholders as well as industry? So how do they work together? So part of my project was to bring them together last year and to talk about this actual issue. So the documentary was produced so that we had information about how the community felt, because often what happens is it is an assumption that they're doing all the right things, like DELWP is backburned, they've mitigated the risk in certain areas or aspects of the environment. But the community actually says, well, no, you haven't, and that's what they need to listen to. And that came out of the findings through the Royal Commission. So there's a statement in the Royal Commission that literally says that you must engage with the community at the community level, because what they found was that the community understood the environment better than what they were. Because unfortunately, when you're sitting behind a desk and you're using a lot of analysis, or you're not visually out there every day of the week looking at the bush, then you lose that connection. Whereas your local CFAs, people that are getting timbers from the when they are able to get timbers out of the areas. So